Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems, feel free to contact us. Those of you who have properties to sell or looking for a property to buy, you can also get in touch with us. And if you lend your friend and your family your hard-earned cash and you cannot get it back, feel free to contact Real Talk, that collection department. Now, viewers, you can contact us at 339-1670 or 238-6716. Our offices are open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Those of you who are interested in meeting with us, feel free to contact us. So I want to say a special good night to those of you that are on our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali page. Like and share as we go live. Those of you on YouTube, like and share. Subscribe, hit the bell, you will do when we go live. Now viewers, I must remind you again that we have our fundraising events. Feel free to contribute to the Rape Crisis Center that we want to build in Trinidad and Tobago for the rape victims. Now you can be a male or a female and this incident can still happen to you. So feel free to contribute, viewers. For those of you who are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali for the first time, this is the landscape of the back of the building that we want to build. Now, viewers, it's a lot of money. It's $10 million. Like I said, I have already provided the land for you all. All we need is 7,000 people to contribute $1,500 per person. And we will have the $10 million to build the structure. This is what we're looking at. Now, for the organization in Trinidad and Tobago, if you would like to come on board, that will be wonderful. For the businessman who would like to come on board, that will also be great. So what I'm doing now is that those of you who would like to run an ad, you want to make a contribution towards the center, it's not a problem. You have a business, you want to make a contribution, we can build an ad and run it. It's not a problem. Now, usually people would know that I don't beg for ads. I run my show without ads. I support my own thing. So because we are looking to raise funds, the business sector in Trinidad and Tobago, feel free. If you want to make a $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 contribution, we can build an ad and run your company or run your business or whatever it is you want to run. It is not a problem. We are raising funds for our cause and we are asking you to assist in any way possible. So viewers, as we start off tonight's program, do you think the officers should be moved that were involved in the Morvan shooting? The officers involved in the Morvan shooting incident would be removed from active duty with immediate effect. Police Commissioner Gary Griffith has confirmed this in a media conference today. This comes after Police Complaint Authority instructed that he suspended the officers involved.
I wish to state that based on the information that we have received from the PCA and based on the present situation, I make informed decisions. I do not make decisions based on what is popular or what is going to get me off the hook or make life easy for me or to be pressured by mob rule. With immediate effect, all those involved in firing their weapon during this incident would no longer be on active duty, either operational or administrative. And I expect that the Police Complaint Authority's findings, which is what they are supposed to have done in the first place, to forward to me, would be sent to me as quickly as possible for me to take decisive action and disciplinary action if required, or to ensure that the officers report to full duty based on the findings.
So now viewers, that is what he said today. So listen to this. Police Commissioner Gary Griffith said, the Police Complaint Authority, the PCA, has not submitted any evidence to support its recommendation. He made a statement at a media briefing earlier. On Monday, the PCA advised that the police commissioner to suspend the officers involved in the Morvan killing last weekend.
The PCA have not submitted any evidence or report to me to state the reason for their recommendations, which additionally is curious. And I am not bowing to public pressure. To all citizens of this country, I want you all to understand we have a very tired police service out here. And yet with that, some persons want revenge based on the hate campaign of hate the police service.
Commissioner Griffith insisted that he will not, and I say he will not be moved.
I am here to defend those under my command if being targeted, and if and when evidence is brought to my attention, I will act decisively. But I would not act to quench the thirst of those looking for blue blood. Based on the PC report, it is totally devoid of any findings so far to show that there's enough substantial evidence that the police officers were involved in wrongdoing. Nothing that they have shown so far.
So now, viewers, we understand that the Commissioner of Police, he wants evidence. On what grounds are we going to suspend these officers? He wants the public or PCA to bring forth evidence to support their claims. But listen to this. Thus far, as you have just heard, the PCA, Police Complaint Authority, has brought no evidence thus far. And like he said, he will not be moved. So he took it upon himself. He took it upon himself. That the officers involved in the Morvan shooting incident will be removed from active duty with immediate effect. So automatically, nobody is pressuring or putting peer pressure or bullying the commissioner into making a statement. He was looking for evidence, and thus far no one brought evidence. So he decided to take it upon himself to remove them from active duty. So now I want to hear what you, the public, have to say concerning the matter. Now, we are not going to, how should I say it? We are not going to throw gasoline on fire. We are not going to do that. I simply want to hear what you have to say now according to the Commissioner of Police. So, as we have our first caller tonight. Caller, good night. Gone? So now I want to know from you now. Since the PCA brought no evidence forward, and the Commissioner of Police said he will not be moved. That is according to what he said. You all heard it just now. Now, did he make that statement to remove them from active duty with immediate effect? Were he being pressured from the public? Or were he being pressured from those in authority? I want to hear what you have to say. Because thus far he's saying the PCA has brought no evidence. With these officers involved in the killing, no evidence. So were he pressured from the people, from the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, or were he pressured from those in authority? Let's have a discussion. Let's have a discussion tonight. So 2386716, let me hear what you have to say. We are not putting fuel in the fire. He have made his statement, his judgment, but let's hear from the public. Was it pressure that caused him to make such statement? I want to hear from you. So as we move on tonight, 2386716, let's talk. A 14-year-old boy was expected to appear before the children courts. He has been charged for murder of 44-year-old Bia Sipasad of St. Joseph. The incident occurred on Thursday, 2nd July 2020. The teenager was charged with the offense on Monday, 6th of July 2020, following advice received from the Director of Public Prosecution. Sipasad was walking along Dookie Singh Street in St. Augustine when he was approached by a teenager and an altercation ensued. During the incident, the teenager reportedly stabbed the victim in his chest before escaping. The victim died at the scene. An investigation was launched into the matter, and the minor was arrested in the presence of his mother. Now keep in mind, it's a 14-year-old individual. A 14-year-old individual. So when you hear their face, when they go in front of the magistrate, and they are being charged for murder, some will say, well, they're too young to face big man prison. Call good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead there.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, simple this. Just imagine these people coming up together now. The two different, the warring groups are joining up together to do the error. To against the police. And when any negative thing happens, isn't it the same police that they will be calling? So that means to say if they could do that, maybe they could get their house in order.
Thank you, Mike.
All such wrong and negative things these people are doing. You understand? But you understand? Okay,
Thank you, my dear. A 14-year-old got into an altercation with a 44-year-old individual. When the altercation ensued, during the incident, the teenager reportedly stabbed the victim in his chest before escaping. A 14-year-old. Now, some of us would say, he's too young to go in a big man prison. He's too young. Number one, what were he doing with a knife in his possession? Number two was this argument. This argument was so big that you being the age of 14 couldn't walk away, knowing that is a 44-year-old, a big man you're having an argument with. A big man. And you decide to stab the man now in his chest. 14 years old. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
I want a call concerning the murder of the 3 men in Mova.
I
believe there was a plan. When they said that somebody was trying to overthrow the government, so the killing of the 3 men in Mova is only an excuse that the government is using. When we say the government, you know who I'm speaking about. The Commissioner of Police.
Thank you, my friend. So now, feel free to call in 2386716. Let's have a discussion. Was the Commissioner of Police pressured to make that statement from the public or those in authority? Because according to him, the PCA had no evidence to tender before him. Is that a discussion? Let's hear what you have to say. Caller, good night.
Very good evening to you, Mr. Said.
To you, my friend.
So I just tuned in and I was touching up on a topic there with the 14-year-old.
Yes.
Okay, so Said, I used to live in that area. I no longer live in that area. I am living elsewhere for the past 21 years. However, and this young boy's father was gunned down some years ago. It is alleged that he was a drug dealer. It is alleged.
The 14 years old?
Yes, his father.
Okay, his father.
However, this little guy has been terrorizing that area, Dukising Street Extension. He has been terrorizing, thieving people, fowl and animal and whatnot, threatening people and what have you.
Uh-huh.
So an eyewitness who was present on site, I spoke to him only today. This homeless guy who lives at Temple Street, everybody knows this homeless guy. He is harmless. And the guy simply asked the fella in question for a cigarette. The young boy spat on him. So the homeless guy says, so why you spit on me? And at that point, he pulled out the knife and dealt him a couple stabs.
Wow.
So I am making an appeal to parents. Parents, please. If that 14-year-old is a minor, he's a child. Parents, if you know your children involved in nonsense, do something, say something, get help.
Straighten them
This
out.
young boy, that is the end of his life. That is the end of his life.
Yes.
All right? So people, please pay attention to your children. All the best side.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, you have all the info that you need there. All the info that you need, you just heard it. A homeless guy. It's sad, you know, boy. It's sad, you know. And on top of it, it's a cigarette. A cigarette. Wow. So viewers, you've heard it. And this is what we are dealing with in Trinidad and Tobago. Some of the issues. So feel free to call in 238-6716. This is your platform where we have a discussion, where we reverse on a one-to-one between me and you and the public. Because I gotta tell you something. How do we get the message out there? How do we get the message out there? By interacting with one another. And that is what we do here. We discuss real incident that is affecting citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And in some cases, those in authority would call in and they would advise us accordingly. So the battle is on. There are now 4 prospective candidates for the St. Augustine seat. Woo, St. Augustine hot. 4 people. This after the Congress of the People announced that its political leader, Caroline Sipasat Bertrand, will contest the seat. This announcement, in a media release issued by the party earlier, social activist Ancient Ishmael also signaled his intention to contest the seat in the upcoming election. Renuka Suklal is contesting the seat for the People's National Movement. Ooh, St. Augustine hot. It hot like fire. Everybody going up for St. Augustine. Bacchanal. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Good night to you there.
I'm just calling concerning the murder of the 14-year-old.
Yes.
And I feel sad about the whole thing because he's a child.
Yes.
I have a 15-year-old. And where's the parents? The parents are supposed to be blamed for this. People have prayer with the children. And if there's no prayer life in your children's life, the devil is ready to take them up and devour them. That 14-year-old have no right to have a knife. He have no right to stab nobody. Where's the parents? And this is my whole view about this. So I am sad about it because our children, when they have no parental guidance, they do whatever they want to do. God will deal with those parents when they're not doing their duty as mother and father.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. So viewers, let's hear your take on this. Let's hear your take. Members for a better united coalition of political parties will be meeting this week to finalize which seats will be contested by each party. Political leader for the Congress of the People, Caroline C. Prasad Bechan, said the aim is to present a united front. She said the unity which occurs when parties come together is what brings about major swings, creates excitement, and brings people out to vote. Progressive Party leader Nikolai Edwards said his party felt that time spent forming a proper coalition would be time wasted when they could be doing groundwork. So that is coming from Nikolai Edwards. He's the leader of the Progressive Party. Spending time in building a party is wasting time, according to him. Now, at that time, you could spend it and do groundwork. This is according to Mr. Edwards. Democratic Party of TT leaders, Steve Alvarez, said finalization of candidates would take place this week. He said the coalition is strong and it would come together to be a viable alternative to the two main political parties. Woo! Whoa! That is our plan. That is our plan. It's like you had 33, and you're looking for one more. So he's thinking now about being this one more. Shana, correct? So if you hear a party get 33, like what happened in A&R days, I believe it's A&R days. You know, a party now would have to go to this coalition now. Hey, watch me. It's real offering taking place there, you know. It's more offering than charity, you know. Smart. Very, very smart. Port of Spain People's Movement Chairman Louis Leasing said, while his party have decided not to contest the election, they would be lending support to the other political parties. Not bad. Not bad. Caller, good night.
Good afternoon, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Said, out of everything that is going on, I think the police commissioner deserves some high praises for his work that he has done
That's
with
fair.
that situation that took place in Port of Spain. Because when you compare what took place in the United States with all the rioting and looting and burning down of properties and businesses and things,
Yes.
we have to give plenty praise to the police commissioner for how he handled this situation and brought it under control with as limited amount of
Time.
damage and destruction and any sort of looting and thing in the capital city. And because on the other hand, we seen the health minister want to heap as whole sort of praise unto himself for handling the situation with COVID in the country, and there was COVID in the country besides the one that they import. And he want to have all these praises unto himself that he was doing such a great job for nothing. And here we have now, people want to criticize the commissioner of police, but I think he has done an exceptional job. Although he might be criticized for how people was treated and things, but sometimes you need to deal with an evil in an evil way.
Yes.
And that situation, that rioting and them kind of dotishness that was taking place was evil, and I think he handled it professionally with the highest level of integrity to prevent a situation that could have been so destructive to this country. And it is applaudable. And that is a big tick in his box as the police commissioner of Trinidad and Tobago. Have a good afternoon, Mr. Said.
Thank you, my friend. Now, I, for one, personally, I find the commissioner is doing a great job. Because we have had commissioners come and commissioners go, local and regional. Local and regional. And I would say he is doing a damn good job thus far. Yes, when you're doing something good, people tend to criticize you. Those in authority, yes, they will want to criticize and use their power to abuse. But it takes a strong man to stand up and deal with them. So thus far, I find he's doing a very good job, personally. Caller, good night.
I say good night.
To you, my friend.
Yeah, while I would endorse the good work the commission is doing, I mean, there are times I sometimes ask myself, what is going on with the police? Because this morning I got upside, watching television, to see a video where 2 police officers, right, took a young man from in the John area and crime down on Duncan Street. And the residents of the Duncan Street area, they came out with the phones and stuff and they were filming and asking the police officers, why are they doing that for? What are they feel? Because are they bring the guy down here, we go to beat him up or harm him or some kind of thing, and then asking the policemen, this is the kind of things that are encouraging. This is what they're doing. At the end, when they're supposed to be upholding the law and trying to keep peace. So I ask myself, sometimes, I mean, the commissioner doing the best, but yet still, the underlings, they hell-bent on doing their own thing. And at the end, when they do this thing, they make things difficult for the good, hard-working police officers.
Correct.
Understand? And I find that really difficult. I find these officers them should really, really wake up and realize at the end of the day, they are citizens in this country. No matter what, no matter how they try to talk to them, they're just hell-bent on being destructive and breaking the law. So you just don't know how to deal with them. But there are some who just naturally ignorant.
Yes.
And sometimes you approach to them, they're just send things the way they're supposed to. And right now, all they're trying all the best to get the communities around to have confidence in all you with since they shoot at the individuals and we're doing something like this. It's really sad. It's really, really sad side. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. So moving on, viewers, feel free to call in still, make your comments. Let's hear what you have to say. Political leader for the new national vision, Fuad Abubakar, has signaled his intention to contest the Port of Spain South seat in the upcoming general election. He made the comments while speaking at a media conference on Monday to address his arrest during protest action in East Port of Spain. Abubakar claimed he was a candidate of choice by the People's National Movement, but he was kicked out. He said the PNM candidate, Attorney Keith Scotland, will be on the losing end of a battle for Port of Spain South. The NNV leader added that the party intends to contest 21 seats. However, he said he will not reveal the names of the candidate to the public just yet. Abubakar added that the party is working with the candidates from other independent parties, including Errol Fabian. So the NNV is contesting all 21. Let's see what they come up with. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Yes, my friend.
Gary, I support you all the way. Kill these criminals. Don't leave them to roam. I believe the minute you catch a man with an unlicensed firearm, he's supposed to get life in prison. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. You know, something that is always said with illegal firearm, you know. Any individual holding an illegal firearm should be jailed, no bail. Because I will tell you something. I will tell you something. Citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, they are being robbed, they are being kidnapped, their vehicles are being stolen from them, their business places are being broken into, their homes are broken into. Let me tell you something. You could be a judge. You could be the best judge in the land. You could be the best lawyer in the land. You could be the best doctor or the best nurse on the face of the earth, and you will still get robbed. You will still get robbed. Because the bandit don't care who you are or what you represent, they will come after you. Because you have something they want. You work 16, 15, 14, 13 hours a day to have what you have, and they will come and take what you have like that. Just like that. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead.
Saieed, all the praises for the police commissioner. Isn't he being paid to do a job?
Yes.
Right, so why all the praises? He's being paid to do a job. That's his job.
All right, let me ask you a question now.
Yeah, I'm listening.
The councillors of the area, they are being paid to represent the people.
Saieed,
The MPs of the constituency, they are also being paid to represent our people.
Yeah.
But yet, we hear people complain about them.
you're supposed to do your best. You're being paid. Who
So-
are doing their best? They have to answer for that.
I understand what you're saying. You're getting paid to do a job. So why it is now the MPs don't come down and deal with the citizens who put them where they are?
Okay, another thing. Do you think this whole thing that's going on there came from the one shot, one kill remark that the commissioner made?
No? I don't know. That is up to the commissioner.
Yeah,
But I would support if the one shot, one kill
he
bill
have to
pass.
He have to suspend officers right now.
Thank you, my friend, for calling in. You see, viewers, this is how we have discussions. This is how we get down to the problem. This is how we get down to the solution. This is how we go along in order to get answers. I don't wait for those in parliament to make answers, you know. If you all have been noticing how real talk flowing, I would come here and ask for what I want, you know. When I ask for something I want, it's not just beneficial to Saieed, you know, but it is beneficial to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, I would support the one shot, one kill that the commissioner speak about, and I will highly endorse it. You know why? Because when a bandit come into your property, he ain't waiting for you to retaliate, you know. He ain't waiting. He will pull that trigger without thinking twice. Without thinking twice. And I always tell members of my intelligence unit, always, one shot, one kill. And I will stand up with anyone on you. I will stand up with any one of all you in the courthouse, and I will defend all you. That is what I just tell my intelligence unit officers. Because I know out here have raw criminals, seasoned criminals. They don't business. You do business, my legal officers don't business also. Caller, good night.
Hi, darling, and how are you?
I'm okay there.
Don't make them turn up your pressure.
Nah, man.
They're not getting the thing. If you look at the thing, they're shooting everybody. Nobody sees. But only when the police shoot, everybody
They're wrong,
sees.
correct.
Right? Look, the little 2-year-old. Nobody, look, the 14-year-old. Why did they go and burn tires and say 14-year-old have no right to kill?
True, true.
Oh. Anyhow, have a blessed night. Love you.
Thank you, my dear. And if you check, is a homeless man. Is a homeless man get stabbed? I hope Trinidad and Tobago listening. Tanti share and love. Love you, dear. We love you. So listen this. Listen this. 6 people will face the People's National Movement Screening Committee. Hopefully today or tomorrow. They will be screened for the Dabadi or Mira seat. So hear this now. Dabadi or Mira and St. Augustine is the 2 hottest seats apparently in Trinidad thus far. Because I believe we have 4 people or something like that. About 4 or 5 people going up for St. Augustine. St. Augustine hot. But look what? Dabadi or Mira more hot now because there's 6 of them going up. This after Ansel Antoine was pulled out of the race due to statement made. on the party's platform over the weekend. Among them are Arima Mayor Lisa Morris, Julian, a for the Champuna area, Brennan Patterson. He's the councillor for the Champuna area. The party public relation officer, Laurel Lazima Lee Singh, is also said to be among the list of prospective candidates. So, 2 hot seats in Trinidad and Tobago, St. Augustine and Dabadi Omira. Bacchanal like that. So all parties, take a bite. Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
Right. I believe in the one shot, one dead.
Thank you.
Because I'm going to tell you something. I remember in Land Park about 2 years ago, these men, how to call them, but before not to get to the station in trouble, how to call them, bandits, went inside the people's house and raped the people's daughter, robbed them. 2 days after the man died. You remember that? I can't call names.
Yes, I remember.
2 days after the man died. And when the Trinidad public see that, they say, kill them, kill them. Now that they're killing them for.
It becomes a problem.
They have a problem. You know how embarrassing it is for them men to come in front of your 2 sons and your wife and rob you your thing and gone. You know how embarrassing that is? But the next thing is, this is my opinion, Mr. Ali. I don't believe this until Antoine thing that he said this is off the crop on a platform. I think it was a planned thing just like the Calcutta ship. When PNM coil the back against the wall, they'll do anything. Because you were telling me this man was a big boy in the army.
Yes.
He was in parliament for 5 years. So he had to have more sense than that to just go there. He
Correct.
went through all this thing to get screened for the seat. You get it. And you going up there, the first thing you say, nah, sitting about the people country. I don't believe so. I think it was a setup. So they good in the eyes of the American ambassador in America. So when you get fired. Just like the Calcutta ship thing. Have a good night, sir.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, hear this. Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, would not forgive Tobago. Listen carefully. It's been circulating in Trinidad and Tobago. He will not forgive Tobago if Watson Duke is elected. What are you saying? What are you saying to Tobago, a land from which you comes from? What message are you sending to the people? So you are telling the people and them, if you do not vote me, I cannot help you. And if another party, or let's just say Watson Duke win, I think that's the PDP party. If he is elected in Tobago, you would not forgive the citizens of Tobago? This is the same country you went and you built a $17 million mansion. So if, let's just say, if Watson Duke is elected, what are you going to do? Are you going to abandon Tobago? Are you not going to see about the affairs of Tobago because of the fact that the PDP leader Watson Duke is elected? Now listen this Trinidadians. Listen this carefully. If he could say that about Tobago, imagine what he could say about you. Imagine that. Call a good night.
I say good night.
Go right ahead.
We have breaking news. The Arima Mayor, the sitting Arima Mayor, Ms. Morris, she has been selected for the seat of the Davide Omera for the People's National Movement. But on the issue raising here right now side, this is the arrogance of the leader of the People's National Movement, Keith Rowley, right? Because the same way he treated the entire population for his tenure right now was because the People's Partnership beat the PNM in the 2010 general election. So now you call an election, you're trying to get the same citizens of Tobago to vote for you, but you're telling them you wouldn't forgive them if they vote for what's the party. You're the same Prime Minister who moved the Galicia, the good working boat, because the United National Congress bought that boat, you moved the boat, you put the entire Tobago economy under pressure. Some local tourism, we would just go up in Tobago for Easter holidays and for vacation. Nobody want to go there because you're running and buy the Guylands Passage. Hot sun, the boat can't even go to Tobago because of high swell. Come on, Keith Rowley, your 10 years Prime Minister has been dismal and worse. Trust me, the worst. You went up to San Fernando and say, we ain't closing Petrochin. And if you just close it, no open it back, my government not closing Petrochin, but then we end all. So I hope these people don't remember it's the same PNM who's personally have all go through all this hardship. And it's right on the banking and COVID to usher them back into office. That can help all you. That can help. The real COVID test would have been if we had cases of community spread. Luckily, we didn't have no cases of community spread. That would be the COVID test. And time for the PNM administration side to pack up and take a sabbatical from electoral politics because the People's National Movement has done this country, boy, how to put it, a disgrace. Better than leave it under the tenure of the Queen and them and give us no independence because we could tell me a country oil, pitch, natural gas, a whole heap of different things, a rich country trying to make side.
Yes.
And we have so much as squandered out our money.
True.
It's hard in this country. Everybody, if I don't know side, we can't get nothing done. Barbados only source of tourism, revenues tourism, and Barbados money higher than us. A country with oil and pitch.
Correct.
People's National Movement. Time for it to pack up. Thank you, Saeed.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, everybody have their views. What we are doing, we are interacting with the public. We want to know the public feedback. This is what we do on Real Talk. We deal with the issues. Just imagine you are the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And you are telling the people of Tobago from which you came from that if Watson Duke is elected, you will not forgive them? What are you saying? What are you saying? Apparently you forgot what Tobago went through. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed. I call it from Tobago.
Welcome, Tobago.
Rowley is getting mad. Right? Rowley head is going mad. We don't want him in Tobago and we're voting them out. Right? That's wickedness he said. He's threatening the people of Tobago. We're voting him out. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, you heard it. That was Tobago. You see, being a Prime Minister, you have to be careful what you're saying. You have to be careful what you're saying. Not because you are the Prime Minister, you would come out and label Tom, Dick and Harry. It's Tom, Dick and Harry self you have to go back to. It's Tom, Dick and Harry self you need in order to put you back as the PM. All right. You wouldn't forgive Tobago. What did you do for Tobago to put you back as the MP? What did you give Tobago to put you back as the MP? Caller, good night.
Hello, good night. This place, the biggest comedian in Trinidad is Bamboo Mouth. The same man Batok Hindus so much and said that it's thief money paint over all the temples and things. And this man expects to get a Hindu vote in St. Augustine? Not at all. Bamboo Mouth, you old dog.
Thank you, callers. Now, viewers, keep in mind, every caller are entitled to their views as long as they do not disrespect my show or the people is not a problem. Just keep the names to yourself. So, what did you give Tobago for Tobago to vote you back as the MP or as the Prime Minister, you would not forgive them? Okay, not a problem. What did you give to them? It's simple maths. It is simple, simple maths. I will not forgive you all if you vote Watson Duke. So in return now, they are asking, now I am asking, what have you given Tobago so that they will put you back in power? Call a good night.
Good night, sir.
I
want to ask a question or two. I would like all people say. Sorry?
Your live, go right ahead.
Okay, I would like all these people who live in Lavanti, Peter, and the surrounding to ask that mad Prime Minister what did he did for them in his tenure. That is number one. If they are better off now than 5 years ago. And for the Tobagonians now, Trinidadians might forget, but Tobagonians don't ever forget. That is a wicked man. The things he did to these people, I've been to Tobago and I had to sleep in my Matandi Wharf for hours because I couldn't get a boat to come back to Trinidad. And you're coming now, election coming here, I want to give me a set of false promises again. It's time black people wake up and smell the coffee out here. That man's supposed to be right now in jail. He should be shamed. He's supposed to be in jail right now. He's a wicked man. He oppresses young people. That is all I have to say. Have a good night, Mrs. Sai.
Thank you, my friend. A couple days back, there was fighting race. They were fighting race. Who is this and who is that? And black and white and all kind of thing. Who's Watson Duke? Who's Watson Duke? What race he from? Good. Now that you see it, who's the Prime Minister? What race he from? But you're telling Tobago, if you elect Watson Duke, you now will not forgive them. I'll talk now. Talk now. Call a good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
That is when power go to your head.
Exactly.
And the treasury is yours and the money coming from your pocket and you doing people favors. That is what it is about. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, my friend. Election coming, they should come down to real talk. Saeed, we're giving you 5 million. What are you going to do? But watch how fast that rape crisis center going and start to build. I'm telling you. All I want to do something past and present. All I want to do something to gain election. I want to build a rape crisis center for Trinidad and Tobago. And we need funding. Shane, talk to me. We need funding. What do you think going to happen? Eh? We need funding. 5-6 million come like nothing, you know. It come like nothing. Because when you have a man, you have an apartment building going up worth millions of dollars. You have a house for millions of dollars. You have a house till you forget you have a house. You have money till you can't check 2-3 generations. Run something on Real Talk. Now we build something that the public need. A rape crisis center. Let's talk now. Come. All parties. All I want to do something. All I want to leave a benchmark. Donate $5-6 million to Real Talk. Let me build the rape crisis center. And then Trinidad and Tobago might decide now, well, you know what? X, Y, and Z supported Saeed. Look, they start the rape crisis center. We know Saeed is a serious man. We go support you. Ashane, how are you talking? Nice. Allah, come. I invite you earlier. Allah don't have to invite me. I invite you earlier on air. Call good night.
Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Saeed.
Walaikum salam.
You don't remember that the Prime Minister has not done anything for his constituency. He now realized the corporation needs relocating. And he wrote he said that in a platform. Trinidad and Tobago are stupid. So what do you expect from a fellow who don't think about trying to call himself a Prime Minister? Right.
Thank you, my friend. Election coming, Allah come now, man. You know, around election time, everything needs to be done. The road, the drain, water in the pipe. They have projects going on. They want to build over all the bridge in Trinidad in 1 week. Come and build something. Invest into Real Talk. Rape Crisis Center for Trinidad and Tobago. Watch me, that would be a trademark. That will be a trademark for when you support it. Ministers, all have big money. All have big money. All want to make an impression. All want to leave a trademark. All want to leave a benchmark. All come together, whether the past or the present. And I'm sure each one of them could come up with $500,000-$600,000 each, because 41 MPs. 41 MPs. Contribute a little 5 million, 6 million. Real Talk Rape Crisis Center. When they realize, well, this party contributed, and Saeed tell them come and contribute, you know, and they come and they contribute, because that could be a trademark. That will be the first rape crisis center in Trinidad and Tobago. But I'm going to tell you something. Don't thief my idea, because I was think up all year. Anytime you say, well, you know, we want to build a rape crisis, watch me, that's the mistake. You're going to be going down the road, your driver going to be going down the road, and a bold face to tell you. I am that bold face to tell you. You will be going down the road and you will find cars swinging into your car. But driver like you're driving good or what? You know, everybody has drivers nowadays. You go find things just pulling on your vehicle. And then people go say, God's sleeping, God is sleeping. Don't thief my idea. You notice since I started about Rape Crisis Center, this unit has something, and that unit has something, and the next unit has something, and this minister talking about it. Play mad. I might end up mad. Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Ali, I'm still waiting on the PNM manifesto.
Oh.
Waiting on the plyboard factory to get a job in Dung Labre. I'm waiting on the big rapid rail he said he was going to put down for us. Right? And I'm waiting the hotspot internet throughout Trinidad and Tobago so we can get free internet, Mr. Ali. This man frees wages.
Yes.
To pay Maxi Coffee $1 million bill. These people them fix themselves. Just how they work against the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago will be working against this government on the 10th of August. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. So our contribution from the ministers, the past and the present, anybody willing to contribute to Real Talk, not Real Talk, but contribute to Real Talk to build the Rape Crisis Center for the citizens? Any party willing to contribute $5-6 million? Remember, each party that are contesting the general election is 41 MPs they have to have. Because there's 41 seats in the parliament. 41 seats. And I'm sure each one of them could come up with a couple $100,000 to support the drive. You see, let me give a little idea. You see, when people see that starting to happen, they will understand that this man pushing for something. This man wants something done in Trinidad. He wants something for the people. It's not about me, it's the people. It is the people. So if you want support from the people, you have to give back to the people in order to get support from the people. And thus far, we have been pushing for bills and legislations and coming up with some massive and great ideas for Trinidad and Tobago citizens. And once we have proper support, I will have proper transparency and proper individuals. So anybody willing to support? Any party willing to support? The land there, you know. The land is there. It's not like we have to go hunting. The land is there. Now is election time. You want to win back our seat for 5 years. So what you going to do? What you going to do? What you going to do? Not support this, not support the good work that we're doing? Not support the good work? And I'm going to tell you something. As long as God continue to bless me, physically, spiritually, and financially, Real Talk will continue being on the air. And I will continue to deal with the issues. So viewers, we are out of time for tonight. Do we still have about 5 minutes left? Out? 1 minute? 2 minutes? All right, 2 minutes. So this is what we need. We need parties to support. Support the drive. Don't support side, support the drive. Now, like I always say, I will support a productive minister or ministry. Don't expect me on the platform. I am not doing that. But support us. You see how they support the Commissioner of Police? You see how they support the Attorney General? Because they did support me in passing what I need for Trinidad and Tobago. Work hand in hand. I ain't going up for no election, you know. I just raising funds to build a rape crisis center for the male and the female rape victims of Trinidad and Tobago. And if they want to support, it's all well and good. It's all well and good. Look at that beautiful landscape that we want to build for the public. So under all the pain and all the agony that you have, and you come and you sit down in our shed, and you're looking at that view, the atmosphere alone will calm you down. So think about that. All you want support? Support our drive. Support our drive, and we're going to support you. Any party. I need the rape crisis center to be built. So viewers, we're out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, ilahama sundo raba illa ali la irina alahama tu ruoba. Do as I do, but don't do as I say. I might say something bad, but I might do something good. So viewers, until we meet again, there's a record of this program at 11 a.m. tomorrow, and we will try our best with God's favor to be with you here on Wednesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. for another round of Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Be safe until we meet again. Good night.